Welcome, everyone, to our episode 69 of the section Drops of Wisdom. In today's episode, we are going to discuss the book Living the 80-20 Way by Richard Koch, and we are going to discuss 10 key ideas to live with more pleasure and less effort. We really don't have to overcomplicate our lives. We really have to detect what are the key things that we need to do, we need to pursue in terms of skills, in terms of relationships, in terms of your financial wellness, and in terms of your time and pleasure activities. So several times in our lives, we overcomplicate our situations, interactions, and even our own inner dialogues are complicated simply because there are certain things that we can decide to make more efficiently and practically instead of striving with people that drain us, interactions that frustrate us, and tasks that overwhelm us. So all of those things can be a part of your past if you start learning these 10 key ideas. So let's start with the first 5. Number 1, the 80-20 principle. This is also the Pareto law. This is the principle that suggests that the best 20% of efforts yield 80% of the results in our lives. This concept of achieving more with less can be applied to various aspects of your life, promoting efficiency and productivity and not just wasted time. So idea number 2, strategic goal setting is applying this 80-20 principle to your life by setting a destination or goal. Identify the most crucial 20% of your areas you want to focus on, reflecting on your dreams and objectives. This goal-setting process is similar to choosing a destination before planning a trip. Imagine that you go on vacation and you don't even know how to get to the destination. You just say the name or the state or the city, and you don't know what kind of route to take or how to get there. You just know that you have to follow certain arrows or certain directions, and that's it. You just go spontaneously. What can happen? Either you can have a good trip and be surprised, or you can have a really struggling, difficult, and draining trip. So why not making things easier and planning ahead and planning your trip and planning the routes to take and seeing the traffic and seeing the best seasons and also investigating more about the place that you're going to visit, etc. Overall, if it is a place that you don't go any weekend, like going to Europe or visiting other part of the world, you need to figure out where are the best places that you should visit, and also some of the restaurants or places where you want to eat, what kind of food you should taste in that place, etc. So it is not the same going with that information than going spontaneously. That doesn't mean that during the trip you can plan to have 1 or 2 days to be just spontaneous, because you can have it all. So what is idea number 3? Efficient route planning. Once you have your destination, you set the points and the routes, find the most effective route with the least effort to get there. Think creatively and consider unconventional paths. This step involves figuring out how to concentrate on key areas with optimal results and minimal effort. Number 4, take action. After setting a destination and planning your route, take decisive action. Implement this 80-20 by focusing on the most impactful task and maximizing your results with minimal effort. Keep in mind that the goal is to achieve the maximum outcome with the minimum amount of effort. This is what we can do now with all the technology. This is how we can take advantage of this artificial intelligence, and this is how the hybrid vehicles work. They are efficient. They use less gasoline and more electricity, or the other way around, depending what you want in the trip and how long is the trip. So becoming efficient in your life is destinating your concentrating power to certain things and keeping away from your distractions and from the things that drain you. Energy, this includes people. We are going to get there. Optimizing, number 5, optimizing time with happiness and achievement islands. So just pay attention to this concept because this is really, really amazing. Applying this 80-20 principle to time management is identifying your happiness islands, times when you feel happiest, and achievement islands, times when you are most creative or productive. This is just 2 or 3 hours maximum in your day. Those 2 or 3 hours have to be dedicated exclusively to tasks that you require a lot of creativity, a lot of things to think about, innovation. By focusing on these islands, you can enhance the output, leading to improved work and expanded free time. You don't really need to work 8 or 10 hours during your day. That is not efficient for you, for your health, and for the people around you, and for your activities or hobbies that you want to implement in your life. Times become a valuable resource when it is utilized effectively. So let's go for the next 6 ideas. Leverage the 80-20 principle in your finances. What does this mean? This 80-20 principle, which suggests that a small portion of efforts yields the majority results, can be applied to finances. Invest wisely, think long-term, utilize compounding effects to turn a small investment into significant returns. For instance, saving certain amount of money by direct deposits that you can just take out from your payments, your monthly or bi-weekly payments, can save you a lot of time in terms of not thinking even about that money. And once you have this implemented in your life, you will just realize by the end of 1 year that you have plenty of money to invest in something that will return and sometimes multiply that investment. For example, real estate, but you have to be careful where to invest your money. In some countries, it's easier to invest in real estate. In some other countries, it's more volatile, this kind of investment. So just take the safe route and look for this investment that is going to give you the amount you want with certain amount of time, and plan ahead the type of life that you want to have. Number 7, incremental savings for big goals. Incremental savings can lead to substantial achievements. Instead of focusing on saving large sums, set up automatic transfers, like I mentioned. Even a modest 5, 2, or 3% of your income into a savings account over time will give you a very disciplined approach and can help you reach financial goals to invest in certain things that can give you more return for your investment. Number 8, prioritize key relationships. Not all relationships are equal in contributing to your happiness. And we know that, but we sometimes are very stubborn and we look for the people that are not reciprocal with us. So that just frustrate you and drain you and send you into that difficult mindset of having ruminative thoughts about your worth, about your self-esteem, etc. So applying this 80-20 principle to relationships by focusing on the key 20% that brings you the most satisfaction, concentrate on significant relationships, particularly the romantic ones, your family, of course, for a happier and more fulfilling life. So just translating these 20% to numbers, that means that you should focus yourself in terms of 2 to 5 friends, in addition to your family, of course. And that's enough. That's your 20%, more or less, of the people that you should focus on, and that gives you more happiness in your life. Choose simplicity, number 9, for happiness. Simplifying your life is crucial to be happier. The 80-20 principle aligns with the philosophy that simplicity is the key to a good life. Cut out non-essential elements. Focus on the basics like food, shelter, relationships, and freedom. Freedom of time. Prioritize what truly makes you happy. Having time for yourself is the most valuable asset that you can have, because you are also having time for your health. Without your health, we saw that. I hope that you have get that message from the pandemic state. We really treasure our health. And if you have time to take care of your health, that's pretty much your 80% in terms of the outcome and results that you can obtain from your life. If you don't have time to take care of your health and to have time to relax, to meditate, to journal, to do your hobby, to play with your kids, whatever it is, your activity that you do, you don't have time to live. You are just complying with society. You are just a number in this universe. And that's not the objective for anyone. Number 10, embrace simplicity for success. Simplifying life doesn't just lead to happiness, but can also foster success. By cutting out stressors and focusing on what brings you joy, many individuals have been identifying that when they simplify their life, pursuing their passion or their hobbies for quite some time, they found unexpected success and fulfillment, and they start being more creative, having more vibration, energy, and then start coming up with ideas how to make your passion, your hobby, your job. And that will amplify happiness and your success, because you are doing what you enjoy and then obtaining, of course, an income from it. So that's the ultimate goal for many, many people. And of course, if we are not growing, we are dying. So let's summarize these 10 ideas in just 2 phrases that I want you to keep in your mind and that I want you to really focus on and take it with you. Number 1 is identifying your happiness islands, times when you feel happiest, and achievement islands, times when you are the most creative or productive. You can maximize your output by focusing on those 2 set of things. Number 2, since the 80% of our relationship satisfaction stems from just 20% of our actual relationships, to lead a happy life, we need to concentrate on the few relationships that actually matter. So identifying which are the people, which are the persons that give you more happiness, that are reciprocal with you, that you feel that you are yourself with them, that's the key to identifying which kind of people you want to be around. And of course, your creativity will be able to amplify your life. So That's it for today. I hope that these 10 ideas give you really more pleasure in your life with less effort. We really don't have to work that much. We really don't have to overthink things. And we really don't have to be looking for people that just drain us or hurt us. So thank you very much for paying attention. You know that I always encourage you to give me your reactions, your comments, to share this episode, of course, and to subscribe to my channels, either on audio in any of the podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, etc. And also, I encourage you to support me in this mission of giving the 5 pillars and the wellness through science to people. So you can just visit my website, and in the upper left corner, you can see a small link that says support me or donate, and you can donate whatever it is that you want for this mission. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, and we will listen to each other in our next episode. Bye.